So no attempt at a comedy skit today. I'd just like to say thank you guys so much for all the support on this channel. It's 2 months old and we're at 216 subscribers, which is great for someone just starting out on a channel. I know I've got experience doing it before, but it's still a great response and the support means everything to me. It's been a tough couple of weeks, so this has been something I can kind of lose myself in and get really involved in, and your guys' support has meant the world to me, so thank you so much. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory. And today we have two games, one against a team that Lollujo, Kev has been a manager of this season and is non-league to legend, that's Southend. Then we have an away game against Swindon. But before we get into that, Patreon alert. Yes, sorry, I'm a money grabbing YouTuber, but we have a new Patreon joining the JNO Nation. I think that's what I said last time. So joining Daraj and my wife, Samantha Parr, who's kind of just giving me my own money back now she's not working, but never mind, that's irrelevant. She's still supporting me. But we are welcoming Brownie Matt Boy to the JNO Nation. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'll also give you a shout out on FPL today when the Manchester City game is done on Wednesday, because I don't know which channel you're following. But thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me, and welcome to the nation of domination. That's a very old school wrestling reference. So if we have a look at the league table before we get into our two fixtures, we are currently sitting on 29 points. That's 5 points above Millwall. We have played a game more than them though, but their game in hand looks like it could be against Southend. Actually, that's a lie. It could be against Shrewsbury or Coventry, seeing as we have Southend. So who knows? But hopefully they'll drop points and we'll stay top of the table. Southend are currently sitting at 8th and Swindon are currently sitting at 7th. So both tough games here today. Hopefully the team can continue their fine form recently that has seen us only lose 2 out of 13 games. Okay, so we go into this game with Gogic in goal, Spence and Meades as the two wing backs, Sweeney and Tafazorli as the two centre backs with McCormack sitting just in front of them, Dean Parrott as the other central midfielder with Whittingham, Coots as the wide men with Moncur sitting behind Laura Della Valle. And yes, thank you very much to Harry Mears for pointing out that Jordan Spence, our right back, used to play for Milton Keynes. But we do have an explanation for that coming up when I can get it all together. We're not going to sell him or just get rid of him straight away because I was stupid enough to not know he played for Milton Keynes. It's not that I keep an eye on Milton Keynes players. I only ever really look at their team when they're playing us. But we'll have an explanation to why Jordan Spence has joined the better club, AFC Wimbledon. But that is in the future. Right now, we are kicking off our game against Southend. Hopefully, they haven't taken too much from Kev and we can beat him in this game and extend our lead at the top of the table, although Millwall have already gone in the lead and have closed the gap to 3 points. At the moment, Southend are beating us as far as shots on goal, but they've had an awful lot of long shots as well as us. Over half of their shots have been long shots. As Moncur with a great ball to Della Valle, who puts the ball away. What a ball over the top by Moncur. This may be jinxing it, but I don't think I've made such good and financially sound transfers as I have this pre-season. Moncur, Coots, Whittingham, Kennedy. These players are coming in on free transfers and they're doing the business, and the ones I have paid for are also really improving my side. I need to remember what I did that made my team the way it is. What was I searching for? Because I remember I had a very specific strategy. One was experience, so maybe that is what my team was missing. Maybe I was going for the too many youngsters route. Maybe I need to learn that in my West Ham save as well. So I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Hopefully grab a second goal and put this game to bed. So far they've not had a shot on target. 3 of our 5 chances have been half chances, which is good. To be honest, the half chances and clear cut chances are more important numbers to me than the shots overall. Right, we get to the 60th minute, we have some yellow cards. As you guys know, I do not like to keep those yellow card players on the pitch. So we're bringing on Shane Lavery and Elfie Egan. So we've got faith in both of them. Shane Lavery could be a future star for us, at least that is the hope. Got to train him up in that right midfield position though, because at the moment, he's not really going to beat out my strikers for those striker roles. Okay, Gogic plays it out to Mides. Just keep the ball, Whittingham to Coots. Coots comes forward with the ball, now playing in the centre, plays it back to Egan, who plays it to Moncur, who's dropped deep. Moncur to Lavery. Lavery plays it out wide to Spence. Spence, not with the best cross in the world, but that's okay. We're not really looking for him to be an assist maker. We're looking for that defence to be solid. It looks like Southend could be counter-attacking now though. Great tackle by Whittingham coming back. Coots has it in the middle. Not sure what that was, Coots. You put us in trouble, but Coots has won the ball back again. Can we counter? Moncur running forward. Ball has dropped to Lavery. Ball's all over the place. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, damn it. FM, you big tease. You big tease. Literally, that went back and forward so long in that highlight that I wasn't sure if it was our highlight or theirs. And a shot from outside the box, and Gogic cannot get enough on it to tip it wide. To be honest, I'm still not upset with the actual performance because they've had one half chance. The unfortunate thing is it's gone in. Alright, we want them to get creative now. We want them to go get that second goal. I mean, a draw against Southend isn't the worst result in the world. It's not ideal though because it allows Millwall to catch us up and they have a game in hand, so it could go to 30 points apiece. It looks like it's going to end a draw this game. Unless Southend have something left in the locker in the dying minutes, but they don't. I'm not upset with that performance, but I want to motivate the boys to try and win every game, so we're going to say I was, and that has fired everyone up. It's an unfortunate result, but Southend are in the top 8, so it's not unexpected that they could get something from a game against us. We dominated possession, we had better chances. Unfortunately, their one chance they put away, they were clinical. Now we have to go and get a result against Swindon, or we could see Millwall jump above us in the table. And also Birmingham aren't too far behind as well. Okay, so it is time for the second game of the episode as we come up against Swindon. They are playing a 5-1-2-2 defensive looking formation, which means we might change our mentality to counter, but we're sticking with the 4-4-2 that has done so well for us recently. We have McDermott back in goal, Mides and Spence as the wing backs, Sweeney and Tafazorli as the defenders, with McCormack sitting just in front back from injury. Dean Parrott is in the central midfield position with Whittingham and Coots as the wingers. Moncur and Laura Della Valle are our front two. We have Kennedy back on the bench and Grimshaw back on the bench as well, so the side is strengthened a little bit. So hopefully we can get an impressive victory here and put the pressure on Millwall to keep up their current form. They look like they want to just get a draw out of this, so hopefully we can hit them a couple of times, and I don't think they'll give us too much of a threat coming forward. Although right now they're building up a nice play. I would go and say they're not posing much of a threat just before a highlight. As Sweeney heads it out, it's going to fall back to Thompson, who gets it to Norris, who scores. Not ideal, especially when I just said they're not going to pose much threat. Now with a defensive formation, they are 1-0 up. Sweeney's header out could have been better. And then really, I would have preferred McDermott not to get beaten at his near post from that kind of angle. It's early in the game though, so hopefully we can pull back a goal. As Coots plays it into McCormack. McCormack one more to Parrott. Parrott to Della Valle, who hits either the post or the crossbar. It was close to both, to be fair, with a great shot from the edge of the box. But unfortunately, he can't tuck it away. And now Swindon have another highlight. All of our shots have been long shots, and that almost went in. I don't think we're getting the men forward, so I'm going to change to control. Hopefully that will have a good positive effect on the game. I was trying to draw them out, but it seems like we're not getting the men forward to get good chances. We had a cross in there which Moncur couldn't get on the end of. We have won it in a dangerous position there. Parrott has hit the post as well. We've hit the post twice. The long shots aren't ideal, but we are threatening the goal as Coots crosses the ball in. Goes over everyone's head, and their keeper, who I'm not going to try to say the name of, gathers that up. It looks like we're going to collect the ball here again though. As long as Sweeney doesn't do something stupid. McDermott to Parrott, plays it out to Whittingham, plays it to Moncur, who's dropped deep, comes forward to Della Valle. Della Valle runs forward, plays it out wide to Spence, plays it to Coots, plays it back to Spence. Spence looked for Parrott, but we still got the ball. Whittingham to Moncur. Oh, Moncur. You're so much better than that, Moncur. Going to go in at half. Oh, Della Valle's injured. That's not ideal. Alright, well, Fuster's coming on then. So, yeah, we're going in at half time. We're 1-0 down. We've had our chances, we've just not put any of them away. Okay, so the team talk's not gone too bad. We're now playing control mentality, so hopefully we'll get a few more chances. We only need to put a couple of them away. I'm going to calmly tell them to get creative. We need more chances on their goal. 30 minutes left though. We're starting to run out of time. Moncur hasn't had the best game for once in his life. We're moving Dean Parrott forward and putting Grimshaw in his role. As we're now going to start throwing everything at him. We're going to push forward. McDermott gathers the ball there, which is very important for us. And we're going to move up to attacking now, as well as Parrott runs forward with the ball. Skips past two men there. Unfortunately gets tackled though. We're going to pick up the ball as long as Tafazorli doesn't give it away. Midas plays it forward to Whittingham. Whittingham gets tackled by Thompson though. Looks like we could be facing defeat here if we don't make something happen very, very soon. And how has that gone through to Norris? Two of my defenders couldn't cope with that. And it looks like we're returning to the kind of episodes we had in the Championship where we draw and lose a lot. Tafazorli and Sweeney, one of you really should have dealt with that. Everything was going very swimmingly. It's now turning slightly. Although these weren't too easy fixtures, to be fair. Maybe I should have started the game on control, because we've definitely played a lot better with a more attacking mentality. Grimshaw plays it to Parrott. We need a goal right now, Fuster. There we have it. We've actually scored in the 87th minute. Could this be an amazing comeback? If I could do a team talk. We're going to pause it straight after this highlight and just tell him to go for it. Fuster with a great goal at the near post there and runs to gather the ball. We're still in this. We haven't got much time left, but we're still in this. Push forward again. We've got 2 minutes to make something happen. It's not going to be. It's all a bit too late. Well, the thing is, the performance isn't too bad. Ideally, we wanted wins there, but both games we could have won if things had just gone our way a bit more. So I'm not too upset with the boys. It is disappointing though to not pick up 3 points in one of those games. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in as always to the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that like button and check out my Patreon, become part of the JNO Nation. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and hopefully we can stay above Millwall and re-meet Milton Keynes in the Championship.